Alright, so it is Tuesday. Jake's gonna go get me something to eat for him too. Dropping just one today. But got the Canton done this morning and basically just had to catch up. So today, I might just have to finish up the stage 2 on the BK1, just testing wise. But mainly just kind of try to finish this car. Car's been in a way, so I like to have a car that could be driven. And eventually I want to get rid of this thing as well, so we have a little bit more space. I made some of the mess. So what I did this morning, made a little bit of plan yesterday, and it is missing some stuff. So that's just what needs to be done. We could start the car without doing a few things, but I like to just get it done before we have more space and whatnot. So I still have to do the radiator. But so this morning came in, just did a power steering pump because 2.0 and 3.8 are different. Power steering pump is now on. I also did the oil cooler setup. So this was originally on my 2.0 setup, but now that I have this was already on there, so I was able to put the little fitting on there and the sandwich plate, and basically it's just gonna go around the radiator I'm gonna set up, then to the oil cooler. So I'm gonna have an oil cooler that's just sitting up here, as well as a power steering cooler just sitting up here. So that's another thing I'm gonna do, but just to start up the car, I don't think that's necessary. I'm gonna worry about that till later, but I'm still gonna set up the oil cooler, and I have to shorten the line and all that, which I just hate to do. But yeah, that's the plan. Pretty loud. I mean, maybe the motor mount is shot. I don't know. It's really shaky. Is it? Yeah.
Sounded good though.
Too much.
A little loud, but not
that's price. That's what fuckboys like. Just kidding. You know we love you, fuckboys.
It's right next to your hand. There you
go. So we bled the clutch. Did everything just zip tie for temporary reasons, and we filled up the throttle fluid. The shop's still clean after all that. Nothing on the ground.
Look at that.
Yeah, we always make it try to clean, but inside here is not so much. But this car's been sitting here for a while, and this engine's been sitting in the shop for like 2 years.
Yeah, really.
What a waste of time and space. But we got it to run. Now it's gonna get in gear. No problem.
Oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
We need some fuel pump kicking in for fuel.
Yeah.
it was just way too loud. I don't want it to be like just too loud. So just kind of working on to see what kind of options I have. This stupid eBay headers I bought do clear some of the areas, but it just doesn't make it to like line up the downpipe the right way. So still not touching anything, but obviously you can see everything's crooked. But trying to get this fixed and want to make the full exhaust, so it's going to be kind of tone it down. I'm going to put a resonator there too, but I'm not going to spend any money on this setup, but my effort at time. But it won't be perfect, so my game plan is to use these vibrant flanges that's just been sitting here. So basically these two will go on here, obviously with the gasket, but at the same time I'm going to give it some tension so I don't hit this part when this thing is shaking. I mean, once it's connected it will be a little bit better, but I'm just trying to get a better fitment at the same time. So I need two flanges here, need to be connected to this 2.5 inch pipe, and I have this collector that I also bought from Vibrant Performance. I mean, now that I think about it, I'm spending all this money, but it's just been sitting here. So that will get connected, resonator after, and have all this 3-inch pipes that I could play with. So my goal is to just clear this differential, shoot it out, also have another hanger coming out from here, and it'll just kind of hang the exhaust out. Alright, so it's Friday morning. Came in early, but I actually started working on this car because I had Jake to chop off a bunch of parts for me yesterday because I had to leave early. Usually I don't want to get dirty first thing in the morning, but I really like to actually have this car running so we could just move the car in and out the shop. It was just too loud, just with the downpipe. So basically just had to mock up the exhaust. I just had everything in my head, and this is my design. So it looks really awkward, but it just serves multiple purposes. I don't know, I don't care what you call. But what I didn't want to do is actually, when I'm at idle, I don't want the exhaust to just kind of sip in through the interior and just make me sick. That happens all the time. So I just actually designed it to shoot it downward, which is still a little bit lower than the jack point, so I might just chop it off. It depends. But I'll show you the design from the underneath. That's just a mock-up. So I just decided to use the MIG welder to save some time, and also it's a lot easier than you just mark it off here and then go there and TIG it. So might take some of the parts that are actually shown, like down there, but most likely just MIG it all the way. So basically this is where we left it. I wasn't happy with how it lined up. I don't know if I filmed it, but this was all the way up here, and this was like down here. So I put the pipe that will actually support this thing upward, hence why this hanger isn't really like lined up. So I use this collector here, 2.5 to 3, and have this resonator. Keep it in mind, this is also temporary. If I don't like the sound of the exhaust, then I'll probably just replace. Then I'll just replace with a 3-inch pipe, which I have a bunch of them. But I only had it in pieces. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actually put together. So you know, I'm not trying to spend too much money on this. So basically it looks something like this, and honestly I dig it. I'm gonna probably put one more hanger here, because once my hanger actually fell off at the track, and it was really embarrassing. But over time, when you shake it, you know, stuff like that comes off. But I intentionally made it so it doesn't like bounce off here, because that's really annoying when that happens. But as you can see, it's just gonna be the exhaust shaking, not just gonna touch. But I'll probably have one more support here if I think I needed it.